John 14 and 15. Jesus said, if ye love me, keep my commandments. When we obey God, he abides in us and we abide in him. If someone say they love you and they do the opposite, they show you the opposite, how would you feel? That's how we have to think when it comes to the things of God. If we say that we love him, we have to show him. And in showing him by keeping his commandments. Luke 11 and 28. But he said, yea, rather, blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. We have to be doers of the word and not only hearers. We have to keep the word hidden in our hearts. And when we do the word and when we obey the word, we are considered blessed. One of my favorites, Romans 5 and 19. For as by one man's disobedience, many were made sinners. So by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous. Because of Adam's disobedience, it brought sin into the world. But because of Jesus' obedience, it brings righteousness. It brings us to deliverance. It brings us to salvation. I want us to remember that there are people relying on our obedience. Look at Jesus. He went to the cross. If he hadn't have went to the cross, we would be in sin. Look at the disciples. If they wouldn't have went out and preached the gospel, given an example of who Christians were, people wouldn't have been brought to Christ the way that they were. Look at Jonah. If he wouldn't have went to Nineveh the second time that God told him to, those people wouldn't have repented. People are relying on your obedience. What has God told you to do and you have not done it? Has he told you to witness and you haven't done it? Have he told you to go out and do something and you have not done it? What has God told you to do? Look at Abraham. He tested him. He told him to sacrifice his son. And because of it, Genesis 22 and 18, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. Is someone's life on the line today because you are not obeying him? What is it? Your obedience leads you to your blessings. Isaiah 1 and 19 says, if ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. God was letting Israel know to turn from their wicked ways and they'll be blessed. Obey God. Not because you want something from him, but obey him because you want to see his face in peace. Obey him because there's people that needs your obedience. Obey him because there's people that need salvation. Obey him because he needs you to go out and win souls. He needs you to share the good news of Jesus Christ. Obey him because Jesus obeyed even though he knew no sin. It's time to obey God and do what he told you to do. It's not about you. Just say, yes, Lord, whatever it is. Ye did run well, but who hindered you that ye should not obey the truth?